told you we were going to unpack it. We're going to unpack it. But I am not saying that I believe this, for the record. Here's the rumor that John Travolta and Kelly Preston's youngest child, Benjamin, is actually the descendant of Elvis Presley himself. Now, I've heard a couple different versions of this story. I've heard that Lisa Marie Presley donated her eggs, and I've also heard a version where Riley Keough, Lisa Marie Presley's daughter, donated these eggs. I have no idea who is the father in said scenario. I can only assume that it was intentioned to be John Travolta himself. The story goes that Lisa Marie Presley offered this after the tragic passing of Jet Travolta. It was said that for 3 years, even before his passing, John Travolta and his wife Kelly Preston were trying to get pregnant, but that it wasn't sticking until miraculously pretty much immediately after the son died, which is tragic. It is said that Lisa Marie or Riley offered to give eggs, and that Kelly Preston carried this child to full term. I really don't have any information. In fact, this has come around as a fact. You might hear it as a fact, and I can't really corroborate that. It is true that this story was going around and is sort of folklore in Scientology, but let's face it, so are things like aliens on Earth, Xenu, clusters of spirits inhabiting our bodies, in between life implant stations on Mars and other planets, an ancient space army called the Galactic Confederacy that rules us all. I'm just saying, I don't believe everything I hear, but this is an interesting story, and I would be very curious to hear your thoughts. To me, it would seem more likely that Lisa Marie Presley would have donated the eggs herself. She had had twins very recently, so clearly she was in a viable state. Whereas Riley was in her early 20s, and I don't know, just kind of seems more likely that it was Lisa Marie Presley, if it is true, because Lisa was the one who had the very close relationship with Kelly Preston and John Travolta. I want to be really clear here. No matter genetically, no matter where anything was sourced from, that child's mother loved him very, very much. He was raised by Kelly Preston in what appears to be, how do I know? I'm just watching from over here. But it appears to be a very loving family, and I think she loved him very, very much. I do not think I will be talking about this particular theory again unless something else happens with some proof. But I did tell you how to unpack it, and there it is. Consider it unpacked.